Hello viewers, welcome to another project demo by Project Maker. In this video, we will be discussing about stack, which is a linear data structure, and we will be also implementing a C program using call by reference concept. If you are new to this channel, then hit the subscribe button and click on bell icon to watch my video first. So without wasting any time, let's start with this discussion. As you can see on the screen, there is a diagram of stack. A stack is a linear data structure which stores limited number of elements in the sequential manner, and the most important thing about stack is that it follows LIFO order to perform operations. LIFO means last in first out, which means that if the last element inserted will be removed from the stack first. This concept will get more clear to you when we perform practical implementation of stack using array. So stack perform basically 4 operations, which are push, pop, overflow and underflow. Let us see these 4 operations one by one. So initially the stack is empty. As you can see, there is a variable called top which stores the index of stack. If top is equal to -1, it indicates that the stack is empty, and I have allocated the size to this stack as 4, which means that only 4 elements can be inserted in this stack. So let's move ahead. So when we insert an element in stack, it is called as push, and when we perform push operation, our top will get incremented by 1 and stack of 0, which means the array. So at the first position of array, our first element will be get inserted, and in the similar way we can insert 2 more elements in the stack. So in this operation, the top becomes -1 as we insert the second element, and in this operation the top will become 2 as we inserted the third element. So inserting an element in stack is nothing but performing push operation. So let's talk about pop operation. Pop means removing an element from stack. So as you can see, if we remove the element from stack, we should decrement the top counter by 1, and total elements present in the stack will be 2, which is reflected here. So this was basically push and pop operation. So now let's talk about overflow and underflow condition. Suppose we have inserted 4 elements in the stack, so stack is full, and if you try to perform push operation in the stack, so as you can see the first stack is full, and if you try to insert an element in it, overflow condition will occur. And if we keep on removing the element from stack one by one, so as you can see in the second diagram I have removed 40, in third I have removed 30, in this diagram I have removed 20, and in this diagram I have removed 10. So at this position the top will be -1 as there is no element in stack, and in this situation if we perform pop operation, then underflow condition will occur, which means that the stack is empty and no elements can be removed from stack. So this was all idea about stack. So let's move to the practical implementation of stack. As you can see, this is a destination folder and it has 2 files. First is call by reference and other is stack. So before implementing our stack program, I will be explaining the small concept which is call by reference, which I have implemented in stack program. So let's open this folder in VS Code. So this is our call by reference file. So if you are familiar with C programming, you might have noticed that I have just performed multiplication of integer variable 6. So as you can see, I have just declared a variable int which has value 6, and I have just print the value of 6 before passing to mul function. So this mul function basically do multiplication, and after that I have passed the same value to this function. So it will go here and it will just multiply itself by 10, so the output will be 60, and after that I have just printed the value of the same variable in next line. So comment below what will be the answer of the second output statement. So let's check the output of this program. I will just run this button. So as you can see, the value before passing to mul function was 6, which is okay, but value after passing to mul function is same, but our expected output was 60, but it has written as 6. So why this happened? This problem occurred because I just directly passed the value into this mul function, and the operation was performed in mul function, but it was not reflected in the main function, because the changes performed in this mul function will not be get reflected in main function. So that's why we have to use call by reference concept in this. So to use call by reference concept, I will just pass the address of this variable 6 using ampersand symbol, and As you know, pointers are used to store the address of variables. So I will just make this integer I as pointer I, and I will just make all other I as pointers. So this is basically called by reference concept. So let's rerun the program once again. So our expected output should be 60. So as you can see, we have got our expected output. We will be using this call by reference concept in our stack program to increment the value of our top. So let's move to our main program. So I will just close it now and open our main program. So this is our main program. It is of nearly 70 lines. So let's start with this main function. To implement stack, we will be requiring an array. So I have declare an array of size 5, which means that it will accept only 5 elements in it. After that, I have declared variables such as choice, size. I have assigned the value to size as 5 and top as -1. And after that, I have used do while loop, as you can see. And in this do while loop, I have just used printf statement for decoration purpose. I have added all these hashtags and stack operation, and in that next line I have added menu, as you can see. Then we will be performing the add element in stack, which is push operation, remove element from stack, which is pop operation, displaying stack, so which will display all the elements present in stack, and after that exit. So if user want to add element in stack, he will click 1 and this will move to the push function, which has array size. So this is total size, and the top, I have just passed the address of top, which is called by reference concept. So our top value will be get updated in the push method, and it will also reflect in this main method. So let's move to this push function. So in this function, I have just declared a simple integer element, and after that I have just checked for overflow condition. So to check for overflow condition, I have just checked that if top is greater than equal to size -1. I have written here size -1 because the indexing in C programming or any other programming language starts from 0, and if this condition fulfills, it will just print that stack is full, no more elements can be inserted, which means stack overflow condition. And if this condition fails, it will just ask the user input, which is enter element you wish to add to stack. So user will input that element, and after that we will just accept that element using this AND element function. Before performing push operation, we have to increment the top value by 1. So in the next line I have done the same, and in next line I have just inserted the element in array, and after that I have just printed an element %d, which means this element is inserted at position %d, and I have just passed as element and top value. And in next line I have just printed the top value. I will just minimize the program so that the whole code will be visible to you. So this is our entire code. So now let's move back to our main function once again. So the second condition is that if the user wants to perform pop operation, which means if we want to remove the elements from stack. So for that I have created a pop method which accepts these arguments array and address location of top. So let's move to this pop method or function. So it has accepted that array and top using pointer concept. In this function, firstly it will check that the stack is empty or not. So for that I use the condition that pointer of top equal to -1. So if top is -1, our stack is empty. So if this condition fulfills, it will just print stack is empty and no more elements can be deleted. And if this condition fails, it will move to the else part, which is %d element is deleted from stack. So %d means the top elements. So the last element inserted from stack will be removed first. So this is last in first out order, which is followed in stack. And after that we should decrement the value of top. So I have decremented the value of top here, and after that I have just printed the value of top. So this was our pop function. So let's move back to our main function once again. And the third case was if the user wants to display stack. So for that I have created a method called display, and I have just passed array and address of top. So let's move to this display function. So this is our display function. It will just print all elements which are present in stack. So for that I have just printed this for elements present in stack or for a decoration purpose, and after that I use for loop which has integer I which is pointing towards the top. So the last element inserted will be printed first, and after that it will check that I is less than equal to 0 and it will decrement the value of I, and after that it will just print the array element which belongs to the top, and after printing all elements it will just print the top value once again. So let's move back to our main function to check the last case. And so if the user presses this fourth option, which is exit, so it will come here and it will just print that thank you for using this application, and our program will be terminated successfully. And last is default function, which is used in switch case. So I will just write printf and write /n, please enter valid choice, let's say option, and I will just add semicolon because semicolon is very important in C language. So this was our entire program, and after this default function I have just closed the switch statement here and here the while loop, and in the while loop I will enter the condition that choice is not equal to 4. So if the user clicks 4, it will print the thank you for using this application, and it will come out of the for loop and our program will be terminated in this way. So let's run this program to explain the practical implementation of it. So I will just make it full screen. So I will just zoom in now for you. So this is output, stack operations for decoration purpose, menu for decoration purpose, and there are 4 conditions as you can see. First is add element to stack, remove element from stack, display stack, and exit. So let's add element using stack. So I will just select one option. So as you can see, it has written that enter element you wish to add to stack. So let's add 10. So after that it has written that element 10 inserted successfully at position 0, and the top has incremented by 1 as you can see, because initially it was -1 in the program. And after that the do while loop has repeated once again, and it has displayed the same interface to us. So let's add one more element in stack. So I will just select 1, enter the element you wish to add to stack. So let's add 20. So as you can see, element 20 inserted at position 0 and top has incremented by 1. So let's add one more element. So let's say 30. So element 30 successfully inserted at position 2, top has incremented by 1 as you can see. So let's add another element which is 40. So element 40 inserted successfully at position 3 and top is 3. So let's add another element 50. So I will just add 50. So as you can see, 50 is inserted at this position. So we have added 5 elements in this stack. So let's display all elements first and then try pop operation. So I will just make it full. So let's display all elements from stack. So I will just select option 3. So as you can see, as I told during program explanation, that the top element will be displayed first. So the last element we displayed was 50, then before that 40, then 30, 20, 10, and the top is 4, which means that our stack is full. So it should not accept any element in this stack. So let's choose option 1 and verify that stack overflow condition. So as you can see, it has printed that stack is full, no element can be inserted. So this is stack overflow condition. Now let's remove element one by one from this stack. So I will just press 2 option. So the last element we inserted was 50. So 50 is deleted first. So this is LIFO order. Last element that was inserted is deleted from our stack. And the top is also decremented by 3 as you can see. So let's remove one more element. So I will just press 2 once again. So the second last element we inserted was 40 and it is deleted successfully from stack, and top has also decremented by 1. After that, let's perform the same operation to check the underflow condition. So now let's check how many elements are present in our stack. So I will just click on third option and hit enter. So as you can see, only 2 elements are present in stack. So let's remove all these elements from our stack to verify stack underflow condition. So I will just type 2. So as you can see, 20 is deleted from our stack and top has gone to 0, and the last element is remaining in our stack is 10. So let's remove that element 10 also from a stack. So as you can see, 10 is deleted from stack and the top is -1. So if we perform pop operation, it should return error that stack is already empty. So I will just enter 2 once again to verify the same. So it has displayed that the stack is empty, no more elements can be deleted. And last fourth option is remaining, which is exit. So let's try that also. So if I press 4, so it will just print that thank you for using this application, and it has also printed that enter valid option. This happened because we have not included break function after case 4. So let's add that. So I was talking about this. So we have written break function here, but not here. So this break function will simply break the loop. So I have just added. So this will not printed again. So this was our simple C program to demonstrate what is stack. So hope you understand what is stack and how to implement stack using C. If you like this video, then don't forget to share it with your family and friends. If you face any queries while performing this program, you can simply comment below or message me on Instagram. If you want source code of this program, you can simply message me on Instagram. So thanks for watching this video.